Maggie Rogers live on 933 KGSR. A lot has happened in a short period of time, and most recently, Jimmy Fallon, the New Yorker magazine spends 3 pages talking about your debut EP. How do you wrap your head around this stuff?
It's incredibly silly.
You just dismiss it as silly.
I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. I mean, I graduated from college in May, so I always sort of knew there would be a big change in my life. Post-graduation I always refer to it as like the afterlife. It's like, it exists, but you're not really sure what's gonna happen. And I think at the end of it, I'm just like a college graduate with a job, so I'm really stoked. My parents are too. We're all very happy.
You got to check something off your bucket list the other day. You crowd surfed.
Yeah.
What was that feeling like when they're passing you back?
I was expecting. I mean, I've seen and been a part of crowd dives that are not graceful and are hard, where gravity really is the main factor. And this was the most lovely lift. It was just like, well, I really owe it to this incredible band, Mosa Wild, was opening for me in Europe, and they knew that every show I was like, all right, maybe tonight's the night. And it just would get scared, or there wouldn't be enough like I almost did it in Berlin, and then there was like a 75-year-old woman, and I was like, this feels dangerous. But right in the spot when I was going to stage dive, or was hoping to, these 4 sweet boys made their way to the second row, and I saw them there, and they were like, we've got you. And so it was just like, it was really, really sweet. I felt incredibly supported, and I almost did it again yesterday, and then I realized 2 songs later that I was actually on a corded microphone. So I think it's a really good thing that I didn't.
It's also not likely to work.
Yeah, I don't really. Sorry.
I'm just putting that out there now.
Yeah,
before we have a horrible accident.
I'm observant. Yeah.
Well, now that you've stage dived, I guess trashing a hotel room is the next move.
I'm not really. I travel everywhere with a sleeping bag. I'm really into rest these days, hydration. I've been trying to take care of my body and my mind as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, that is this afterlife of yours.
Sure.
It is a bunch of trains, planes, and automobiles, and trying to take care of yourself while enjoying it the most you can. Have you found that sort of space in between?
Well, I'm a long-distance hiker, and I've been doing that my whole life, and that's what my song Alaska is about, a month-long backcountry sort of expedition I had in Alaska. And I've hiked all over the United States and some in Europe, and so I really just think about touring like hiking. Like, you have a very specific goal in mind, you're efficient in your gear, strong sense of purpose, you have to take care of yourself. So it comes weirdly very naturally.
What's the longest hike you've done?
Mileage-wise?
I don't know. I mean,
Like
day-wise,
hours?
mileage-wise?
Well, if you're out for a month, you're covering some ground. I don't know. I'm hoping to do the Appalachian Trail and the Pacific Crest Trail before I'm 30, but that means, I also am hoping to play a lot of festivals. So 2020 or 2021, I've got blocked off for one of them. So
She's planned out this afterlife.
I'm a scheduled gal.
In that New Yorker piece that I referenced, it talks about Alaska, the song, and it says that within Alaska, there's recordings of a mourning dove, found conversations from a marketplace in Morocco, finger snaps, and the patting of her own thigh through her jeans.
These are the Alaska jeans, actually.
They are.
I've got like one pair, but.
Well, that's efficient,
Yeah,
right?
straight, right?
I mean, I'm not sure I heard all those things, and now I'm going to go back and listen for them, and that's sort of the point of burying all that there, right?
It is and it isn't. I mean, my thought was, I was so intrigued by pop music because it's so part of our culture, and when it's the best, like I love Carly Rae Jepsen, and I think that is integral to the fiber of our society, just as Bob Dylan is. but I think you hear these sounds every day, and so they're instinctually familiar. You know, whether it's a mourning dove or a synth, or you know it's a dove, you know, that sound is one of the, like, when I think of a mourning dove, it like is my best memories. It's like slow mornings and coffee and sitting outside on a porch, and it's nice. But those sounds you hear every day, so it feels maybe warm or familiar or organic. And for me, it just made the whole medium of pop music feel a little bit more comfortable.
The EP, which you'll find Alaska on, is called Now That the Light is Fading. You will find her tonight at St. David's at 11 o'clock, and those of you that lined up at 1 a.m. to be here this morning might want to line up right after you leave here for that 11 o'clock show tonight. St. David's will get crowded this evening, but once again, live on KGSR, Maggie Rogers.
Took my breath away, moving slowly through westward water, over glacial plains, and I walked off you, and I walked off and on me, oh me, oh my, I thought it was a dream, so it seemed. Yeah, now breathe deep, I'm inhaling. You and I, there's area in between. Leave me be, I'm exhaling. You and I, there's area in between.
It's Maggie Rogers, y'all.